Hey, boo, hey, welcome back to your girl's channel. Now, y'all, I don't know if this man is a gangbanger or I don't know what the heck he into, but he got an interesting story to tell, and we here for it. So let's get into it.
Alright, story time about how I got set up, shot, my homeboy died, and it was the night of my homeboy funeral. So, boom, we leave the funeral. Now, we go back to my crib, and it was this young lady who I've dealt with multiple times, and she just kept blowing my phone up. So I'm like, it's weird, cause I ain't talked to her in a long time, but I'm like, I know what she want. You feel what I'm saying? So she come over there, right? Now, this is where it got weird. She don't drive. So I always either pick her up or I Uber her. So this one particular night, she drove. So she say. So boom, everything normal. She come in the house, my homeboy on the couch. So then she proceeds to say, I'm hungry. So, if she hungry, of course I'ma feed her. So boom. We go to McDonald's. Well, before we even get to McDonald's, we get in the car. So I felt strange. So I'm like, what car did you drive? Like, where did you park at? Because they tow around here. They don't tow. But still. So she pointed at the neighbor's car. So me, I'm never home for real. So, like, I don't know who car is who, this, that, and the third. So my thing is, I'm like, hey, I done seen this car a bunch of times. But I wasn't too sure because I ain't never home. So, all right, cool. She's in the car. I say, hold on. Let me go upstairs. I got to grab some money. I didn't go grab money. I went and switched my gun to a bigger gun. Boom. Red flag. When I knew I had to switch the gun, I should have been like, all right, shorty, you got to go. So, boom. I go upstairs, switch my gun, come back to the car. So, boom. I switch the gun. We get in the car. She just texting. So, I'm like, she texting a lot. But it's like, I noticed that, like, every time we go to, like, a stop sign, a light, she sent a text. So it's like, all right, it's the whole time what she doing is she letting us know you know what I mean? Letting us know where we at, type shit. So boom. We get back to the crib. So where I was staying at, you gotta go upstairs, then you gotta go to the door. One of those complexes. So we get out the car. I'm looking around, because I'm like, all right, something ain't right. Cool. So my mind like, man, shoot this bitch. But maybe I'm just paranoid. You feel what I'm saying? So I get upstairs and walking up the steps. I heard, yeah, you know what it is. Right? So boom. I'm thinking like it's my homeboy that's in the house. I'm thinking he joking. So cool. I heard, oh, you think I'm playing? So I said, oh. I turn around. Boom. It's 4 niggas. Gun up. Right? So I'm like, all right, cool. This shit real. So I say, damn, y'all got me. I look. Buddies ain't had no mask on, like a dumbass. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got a drink. That's a big gun. So it's 4 of them. So I'm like, all right, I can knock 2 of these niggas, but the other 2 gonna find me the fuck up. So boom. They like, hey, where the money at? So my homeboy in the house, I'm like, damn, I know this nigga in the house. So cool. This is the bad part. My homeboy was a heavy set nigga, so he had this, like, whatever you call it, narcolepsy, where you could just go to sleep at any time. He in the house, sleep on the couch. So boom, I'm like, I ain't got nothing. I'm trying to yell, thinking like, all right, buddy gonna hear me, and I mean, come help me type shit. So boom. The moment I turn around and I'm like, damn, y'all got me. She says, oh, raises her hand. Them niggas split like the Red Sea. And she walked right on down, and I ain't see her no more. So boom. They like, oh, don't tell me I didn't come here for nothing. I ain't coming for nothing. So I'm like, bro, ain't nothing here, bro. Ain't nothing here. And I'm just being louder and louder and louder, thinking my homeboy gonna hear me. So boom. Next thing I know, I heard, bah, bah, bah. I'm standing up. I'm like, what the fuck? I drop.
Stay the gangs. This gotta be some gang stuff, right? Like, what the heck? Oh my God. I don't know nothing about this. I don't know men like this. I've never dated men like this. I don't hang around people like this. There's got to be some gang affiliated stuff, right? Like, why y'all just carry gats on y'all like this? What in the world? Mm-mm.
Alright, so I heard boom, 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 boom. I look around, I'm on the ground. So I couldn't feel none of my body. So all I heard is the door get kicked in and a bunch of shooting. So me knowing my homeboy really get active, like so I'm not worried about it. I'm like, yeah, he probably done heard all this shit while I was outside. You know what I mean? Because it happened right in front of my door. So boom, I heard a bunch of shooting. It get quiet. I think I like kind of went to sleep because I ain't heard nobody leave out the house or none of that. So I take a little minute. I open my eyes. I get up. So boom. I guess all the shooting they shot the lights out and shit like that, but I could like see my homeboy on the couch. So I go sit right beside him, but it's pitch black. So I'm like, yo, we good? This and the third, da 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 da. Cool. So I'm like, you know what? I know I'm shot, but I don't really like get that I'm shot. Like, boy, you need help. So boom, I get up, I go walk in my room because I'm like, shit, you know, as you know, African American people, when you get hurt, your mama tell you, hey, go lay down. So that's what my mind like, oh, let me just go lay down real quick. So I'm walking into the room, I throw up. So it's like when on my throw up, it's just a bunch of blood and like the inside or whatever I ate, this and the third. So soon I throw up, I drop, right? So boom, my eyes closed, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. So I start talking to myself. I'm like, damn, oh shit, I'm shot. Like, I'm good though, I'm good though. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Let me just lay down. So I start saying to myself, like, damn, this shit feels so good. Like, not telling anybody to get shot or anything, but I was so comfortable on the floor, it felt like I ain't been asleep in 10 years. And motherfucking somebody gave me a blanket, some water. Like, I felt amazing. Like, that's the best feeling I ever felt. So if y'all was wondering why when people be like getting shot and dying, they just like can't keep their eyes open, it feels so good that you don't want to open your eyes. So I'm laying down, then I'm like, damn, this shit feel good. I can do this forever. When I said that to myself, I said, yo, I'm fucking dying. So cool. I see myself like on some weird shit. Like I could see myself on the ground. It was like I was on the ground. I was in this pitch black room and there was a light coming over me. So boom, I'm on the ground in the room. I can see myself. It's pitch black. It's me on the ground and it's a light over me. So I'm like, damn. Like, so I'm in my mind like, yo, am I a good person? Like, you feel me? Like, it's just like so many questions going in your head. Like, am I a good person? Like, is my people's gonna be smooth? Like, they gonna be straight without me? Like, am I a person to miss this, that, and the third? You know, just like last minute life shit. So, I could see myself, and then I heard something say, "Get up." So, me, yeah, most people, when you tired, like you heard "get up," you like, all right, give me a second, give me a second. Boom. So I'm like, all right. Then I heard again, "Get up." So I'm like, man, all right, 5 more minutes. And then I just hear like, I'm talking about, it's like the loudest voice I ever heard in my fucking life. "Get up." Boom. Instantly I got up. I can't feel my body. So I'm like, all right. I'm walking. So I'm like, damn, I think my homeboy hurt. So goddamn, I'm gonna just let him chill. I'm like, I'm gonna go get us some help. So I go outside and I'm like, all right, I can't feel my body. Like, I can't feel my body. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't feel nothing. So I'm like, all right, let me knock on the neighbor door. So boom, I go to the neighbor door. And I swear in my mind, I was like this. But so I knock the door. Boop, 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 boop. I don't hear nothing. Boop, 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 boop. I don't hear nothing. It's an elderly person, so they always home. Cause I had a dog, and they would always come play with the dog and shit, like weird shit. It's cool though. So I'm like, damn, ain't nobody coming to the door. I gotta lay down. So boom, I'm laying on the ground, and I'm like, yo, I gotta keep knocking though, cause my homeboy hurt. I gotta keep knocking. Doop, 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 doop. Then the more I knock, the weaker that fucking knock was getting. So it's like, boom, wait, boom, wait, boom. So I'm like, damn. I guess it's just how it go. Like, you feel me? Like, when you get money, like, you know what come with it. So it's like, damn. I'm like, damn. Nah, I mean, this how it goes. So the only thing I'm thinking about, all right,
Okay, it's not. I mean, it could still be gang affiliated, but this about money. This about that doughboy money. You know, them pills and this and that. Oh, child. If anybody would know, me and my family would know. I'm just glad that it never led to anything like this. I'm glad God snatched everybody up and said that's enough in time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Father God. Oh, thank you. He protected my family and put every last one of them in a cell until they got their mind right. And everybody's mind is right. And we all safe and we all alive and we all together. And this is dangerous, y'all. I know what he talking about. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Oh, child. It ain't worth it. Get out. The money is good. But like he say, a lot comes with it. A lot.
like, it's cool, but it's like, damn, like, I'm really trying, and this ain't the way I'm trying to go. So I fix myself up, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just lay down. It ain't nothing I can do. Like, I completely gave up at that moment. Like, that's it. So I go lay down. I close my eyes. So boom, they just there. And then I could hear my heart, like, it was like this. Then that bitch just start going like this. Like, I can feel it slowing down. So now I'm like this. Cause I can't breathe. Like, my body's shutting down. So I'm part 4 next. Story time about how I got set up, shot, my homeboy died with me. And this was all the night of my other homeboy funeral. So boom, I'm laying on the ground. I can't breathe. My heart's starting to slow down. Cool. So the day before this happened, my grandma come to my house. She like, doing what grandmas do, cleaning up, annoying and shit up, but like, just come and chill, like, just sit on the couch. She gotta clean up. So she stumbles about in my closet. So, most people, if you know, you know. So it's like, she like, hey, this is a lot of money. You need to get a safe. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm riding around later on that day, and she like, did you get the safe yet? So I'm like, you know what? Let me go get it. So magically, I go get a safe. I put a little bit of money in there, probably about 60 grand, 50, 60 grand, some shit. And I go take it to my homegirl house. Cool. Back on topic. So I close my eyes, I get myself together, I'm laying down. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Like, this the end. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm just talking to myself, like, damn, I can't go no more. But my homeboy in the house, I just hope somebody come get him. Somebody got to come get my homeboy. I got to make sure he good. I got to.
He a solid friend for thinking about his homeboy throughout this whole process. People would be thinking about themselves and how the hell they gonna survive. But he thinking about his homeboy the whole time. He's accepted that he's gone. He still won't help for his homeboy. You solid, boo. You solid.
So I close my eyes, and I hear, wee, 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 wee. The ambulance come. So, so, fucking, so, they come, I'm laying on the ground. They like, what's your name? What's your name? So I'm like, Cumante. They asking my date of birth, this and the third. Do I know what the day is? All that. I said, yeah. They're like, okay. So I'm like, hey, wait, my homeboy in the house. Get my homeboy. Get my homeboy. Get my homeboy. They like, yeah, no, we got him. He's good. So they bring the little stretcher thing to put you on, and I wouldn't get up there because I'm like, no, go get my homeboy. Like, my homeboy in the house. As long as I can still talk to you, I'm smooth. Go get my homeboy. So I just won't going. Like, go get my homeboy out the house. Like, that man shot up probably. Like, go get him. So, boom. They like, okay. And then they go to the ambulance, get the second stretcher thing out. So I'm like, hey, let him ride with me. So the moment I say that, they put the little thing over my face. So I'm like, I remember going like this, and then I went to sleep. So next thing I know is, so boom, they put the thing over my face. I go to sleep. I did 2 surgeries, 3 surgeries, something. So I woke up, I had a tube down my throat. So I woke up instantly, like, I'm freaking out, like, what the fuck, like, where I'm at. So they pulled the tube out. They split my stomach open, a whole lot of other stuff. So I'm in there, it's like my 4th day. I'm like, hey, where my homeboy at? Where my homeboy at? So they kept saying, yeah, he downstairs. So all right, a couple more days go past. I'm like, hey, where my homeboy at? Where my homeboy? They're like, oh, he downstairs. He tried to come up here, but you was asleep. And that's what all the nurses and doctors and everybody telling me. So I get my phone and I call my little homeboy and I'm like, hey, what you doing? So he picked up. He was in a suit. So, I'm joking like, hey, when you start going to church, this, that, and the third. So he was like, huh? What you mean? So I'm like, nigga, ain't you at church? He's like, yeah, but why you say that? I'm like, what you mean? So he like, oh, nobody told you. I'm like, nobody told me what? He flipped the camera. It's my homeboy laying in the casket that they told me was downstairs the whole time. So basically, like, that's how I found out he had died. So if you go back to the second part, when I was telling y'all that I was talking to him on the couch, once I got myself together, I realized he was never talking back. He was already gone instantly. And that's what once I found out he was gone, they had asked me, I had asked the nurses and all that, like, yo, what happened? And they was like, nah, he got shot 6 times in the chest and he died on impact. So, more of the story, man, y'all gotta move smart. If you feel like the girl about to set you up or somebody about to set you up, knock them off right then and there.
Absolutely the hell not. Y'all, what he meant to say is get out of the industry altogether because no amount of money is worth your life, period. Don't go knocking people off because they give you weird vibes. Please unhear this man's last statement, for goodness sakes. No, guys. No. I know I give a lot of bad advice up here too. Like, I know I do. But don't listen to him. Don't make those kinds of moves at all. Don't knock them off. Don't knock people off. Just get out. But as we all know, there is always 3 sides to a story, okay? The man who was unalived on the couch, his mother has watched all of this man's videos and she is not pleased. So here's what she has to say about the whole situation.
Good morning, Facebook family. Y'all know y'all don't see me up here very often, but I'm coming live today to counteract and do some correction to a live that went viral yesterday concerning my son, KJ. Quimante, for 4 years now, you have lied to me about my son. I have asked you, you came to me, to Charlotte, to tell me, to ask me for forgiveness about my son's death because you knew then that you knew you killed him and wouldn't say nothing. But yet now, 4 years later, you trying to profit off of my son's death when all the time it was your fault. Why they wasn't after my child, they was after you. You knew they was coming for you and you knew my son was a protector. And you figured if my son was there with you, he would protect you. But I thank God that he was asleep. He did not suffer. But you suffered. And you are still suffering right to this day. That's why you're doing the live trying to gain money, because you are a conniving, sneaking, dishonest individual. A child that my son took under his wing when nobody else would give you a chance, when nobody in Lakeland High School in Suffolk liked you, when you was going to the alternative school because of your behavior. My son was the only one who came to you, took you under his wing as his little brother, and invited you to go places with him, to hang out with him. And you know what I'm talking about, because that's when he had a black BMW. See, my son didn't start off with nothing. He always started out with something of his own. You are the one with a leech onto my son. Then you had to have a nerve to say, oh, he was a big boy and he fell asleep because he had narcolepsy. You couldn't even say the damn word. Lord, forgive my mouth. But you couldn't even say the word. My son didn't have no sickness, no sleeping disorder. God allowed him to be asleep so he wouldn't have to suffer of what was going to happen. And why I questioned, Lord, the God of mine for many years, of why he took my child and not you. I questioned it, but I came to the realization my child was ready. My child was saved. He may not have walked the walk like everybody else expected him to, but I know what he was. He was a good individual who loved everybody, who never, ever met a stranger. Me has talked to me, has blown my phone up since you went live with that foolishness. My phone has not stopped ringing. But you gonna get on live and try to gain money from my sons that you knew 4 years ago what had happened. And you chose to tell the detective you didn't know nothing. You even came to me and asked for forgiveness. At that time, I didn't know why you was asking me for forgiveness, because I didn't think you had nothing to do with it. But now, 4 years later, and you doing this video, now I know why you came to me and asked for forgiveness, because you knew you had something to do with it. But that's okay. Your time is coming. Your time is coming for everybody that believed that foolishness that you put out there, that you were set up, that you could see things, you had an out-of-body experience. That's a bunch of bull. The way you was shot up, you couldn't move. You couldn't check on my child. Ain't nobody in no hospital told you that he was downstairs. My son was killed on the exact time that he came into this world. At 12:58 a.m. in the morning. You didn't even know my son. But God made you suffer. And guess what? You're going to continue to suffer. Because instead of doing right, you still trying to do wrong and connive and scheme and get over on people. You've made it. One time you had even told somebody my son was homeless. My son was never homeless. My son stayed right here and suffered with my mother. And then he came to Charlotte. And whenever he wanted to come to Charlotte, I talked to you 2 days prior to my son's death on the phone because he called me and told me where he was at your house. I even spoke with you, and then you gonna lie to my face 4 years ago that you don't know what happened to my son, leaving me with unsolved solutions, trying to figure out what happened, who did what, why they did stuff to my son, why they killed my son. Somebody that everybody loved, that loved everybody and never met a stranger, was friendly and kind to everybody. But you, on the other hand, was conniving and sneaking, want nothing but a leech on everybody. It was because of KJ you got up. You came up because of KJ. Not nothing of your own. It was because of KJ and the people he knew and the connections he had here in Virginia and in Charlotte. But one thing about it, all KJ true friends came to my house every time he came to Charlotte. And guess what? You was never part of that because you was not his true friend. He tried to be friends with you. They tried to be friends with you, but they did not like you. And they still don't like you. So go on. Keep trying to build off my son. You trying to pull yourself up because of my son? Really? And for all the fools out there to believe that bull that you put out there, y'all keep going, because all of y'all gonna be in the same basket together. My son was a good child, a loving child, a great child. He will always be missed. He had so many friends that always kept in contact with me ever since himself. But you call yourself a friend, or he was your homeboy? Not once since you came and lied in my face have you checked on me, or his brothers, or his niece, whom he loved dearly. Find you dearly. If you know anything about KJ, you knew he loved his niece Shania dearly. That was just like his baby sister and his niece all in one. But you not once checked on her. But you call yourself his homeboy. I was sat up and my homeboy. No, you knew what you was doing. You set your own self up with your mouth and bragging about all the conniving schemes you had did to people, and all that stuff came back at you. See, your dirt will find you out. I don't care how much you hide, how much you run, your dirt will always find you out. I couldn't even get mad, and I watched all of your videos telling lies about my son, telling lies about that night. Some of it was lies and some of it was true, because you know killed my son. You seen their faces before you got shot. So you know, but you keep telling me and the detective that you don't know. But Quamante, you signed your own death certificate when you went live. You signed it yourself. I'm not going to touch it because I leave you in the hands of the Lord. Because the word said, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. You going to get yours. And you going to wish you had never been born.
I still feel like him thinking about his friends so much throughout the shooting is a solid thing. But hearing from KJ's mom does shine a different light on the situation. So tell me down below, what are your feelings on this madness so far? Find another way to make money. You guys to. Because just even being the girl that sets him up, he could have knocked you off if he felt like it. And that was just your only job. You know what I'm saying? Your only job was to set him up and then you're done. You could have been knocked off in that moment. And now he will knock every other B word off that he feels is moving funny. Y'all better be careful with these men that y'all out here messing with. And y'all know that they in this industry, I'ma call it. They will knock you off. The moment they feel like something is weird, even if it ain't, they will knock you off. Y'all got to be careful and stop moving in these directions at all, okay? Move far, far, far away from these directions. And hell, become a social media star, become a YouTuber, do anything, okay? But don't sell stuff that's illegal. Don't do it. It's going to come back to haunt you in one way or another. Either the police going to come get you and take everything you own and you got to start from scratch if you ever get out of prison. Or somebody going to take your life. Okay? This is a dangerous, dangerous situation. Women, don't date men like this. I know y'all think it's cute and, oh, he's a bad boy, blase, blase, blase. No. Because when they come in after that bad boy, if your crazy butt is with him, guess who they gonna knock off right with him? Okay? You not finna be running the go tell nothing. They came after him, but because you was with him, you got to be pow too. Because you seen it. So, be careful who you decide to spend time with. Be careful who you are giving your time to out here. Because you never really know who these people are, what they're into, and what can come back to haunt you just because you was an innocent bystander. Just hanging around, getting to know this fool, and now you gone because of the lifestyle that he chose to live. Be smarter. And a lot of y'all women be knowing that this is the lifestyle that this man is living, and you think it's cute, so you just want to keep going along with it. We're getting too old for that. It's 2025, sis. Okay? Care about yourself a little more. Care about yourself and your kids a little more. Y'all out here got kids chasing after men like this. Him and his homeboys. No. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but I'm saying he does bad things. Okay? Bad things that can get y'all all ended up in the grave. And I ain't here for none of it at all. Not at all. Give me my square. Square. Get where he at. Give me my square. Rectangle, whatever you want to call him. Give me him. I don't want no thugs, no nothing. None of that. I don't care for it at all. And you shouldn't either. Okay? That's what I got on it. If you like this video, please, boo, give your girl a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget that I love y'all and appreciate y'all for everything that y'all are doing to help grow this channel. And I hope to catch you in the next one, boo.